G'day everyone, welcome to Rixy and Johnno talking tech jobs. Back for another week to talk about some hot jobs we've got going on in Canada. And got Jono in studio with us here in Sydney in the HQ, up from the nation's capital, Canberra. How you doing, Jono?
I'm good, mate. Excellent to be here, hanging out with you and the team and talking hot jobs and drinking cold beers. So it's exciting, mate.
Huddled around the laptop screens. We need to get the studio set up the next time, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
You caught us all by surprise. We're all up here in Sydney.
Yeah, it was an ambush, mate. An ambush visit, making sure you guys are working hard.
Yeah. And last week, you might have noticed, didn't have a Rixy and Johnno talking tech jobs. It's because we had a pretty exciting event that we're running with Director of Digital Navy. That was you, Jono. How'd that go?
Yeah, it was great. It was a great session. Commander John Lee from the Canadian Navy, who runs one of the teams in the Director of Digital Navy, came on, spoke to about, I think we had about 80 veterans on the call, and now the positions are filling up for that program, which is really exciting. We've got 8 positions across cyber, data, RPA, software. It's a great little team, and it's going to be a great project. So that event was awesome.
And so this is one of our job accelerators, wasn't it?
That was a job accelerator where the person who runs the team, so we'll be hiring veterans to go join this team. That person comes on, provides an explanation about what it is that the organisation's doing and the types of work that they're doing, and then there's an opportunity to run some speed culture fit interviews to really jumpstart the recruitment process.
Great. Yeah, we run those pretty regularly, so there'll be some more coming out for some other clients as well. But even if you attend those, you hear a little bit about Director of Digital Navy. Obviously, any other opportunities we've got going, they're all pretty similar in terms of the type of work and things we're doing. So, attended that event. That squad's filling up pretty quickly, but we've got a whole bunch of other jobs coming up as well.
That's right. I mean, there was great feedback for that particular squad, and like you said, mate, the positions are filling up. But if you're interested, just reach out, and there's plenty of opportunities. So get into your training and reach out to the Veteran Success team, and we'll start looking for a great squad opportunity for you.
And I think we've ticked over 50 veterans now that are working with your new Canadian team.
It's a good milestone, mate. Raise the bat. A cricket analogy for you in Canada that aren't sure about what I meant by that. So.
All right, well, let's get stuck into this week, Jono. And first of all, let's talk about our beers that we got.
Not a particular.
I've got a stinger.
Oh, sorry, mate. All right, it's a smooth process. We'll just drink the beer.
All right, that was. We got all these great stingers set up. Oh, we got all these great stingers set. That was not a great process. Yeah.
That's right, mate. It's a learning process, agile method, mate. We just keep getting better each time we do it.
So, what beers have we got today, mate?
Mate, we have one that's been around for a while on the Australian beer landscape, Pure Blonde. So what I'll say about it, it's a pretty vanilla beer, mate. Not a lot to it. Unfortunately, that was all we could find in the fridge, and so it's a low carb, 80% less carbohydrates. So for those watching their weight, it's a good one.
Mate, I will tell you a little story about Pure Blonde. So back in, I think, 2009, so getting back a bit, our CEO and I, Tom Moore. So for those of you that don't know, Tom and I are good friends growing up. We went to college together, and we did an assignment in our marketing subject, which was all about introducing Pure Blonde into American market. So it was our international marketing, and our whole slogan was all "Taste the Blonde," because sex sells in beer advertising. There's a few people that weren't very happy with that slogan, but I reckon it would have went down well, because you know what, Americans hate crappy beer.
Yep.
Sorry to any Americans that are listening right now, but this is not the best beer going around.
Yeah, agreed.
But it is easy to drink at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, it is an easy one. It's almost like a bottle of water. I was going to say to you, mate, when you started that, keep it G-rated, but I should have said it because you took that down the rabbit hole. It's good. Good story.
All right, well let's jump into our hot jobs of the week. Then we've got another stinger, hopefully a little bit better this time. All right, Jono, what is your hot job that you're going to talk about this week, man?
So I'm talking about a role, a sort of generic role that I have numerous openings for, data engineer. We talked a lot about data analysts on the hot jobs, but I'm looking for a couple of data engineers for different roles, including the Director Digital Navy team. And the data engineer, what we're talking about there is that's talking about the back of house infrastructure of a data pipeline, setting up the pipeline, the platforms, working with structured, unstructured data, really good skills in the SQL space. So it's really where the data analyst is looking at the data and the information that can be drawn out of it. The data engineer is looking about how to set up the pipeline to feed that data analysis.
Yeah, it's the difference between structuring the data so it's all set up so it's easy to analyze. They're the front of the funnel, and then the analysts are actually taking it after they've structured it the right way. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Looking at the warehousing and the platform and the way the data feeds into those front visualization platforms like Power BI. That's all the data engineers remit, just making sure that's a smooth transition through for the data.
So it sounds like what you're looking for there is a bit more an experienced person.
Yeah, someone that's got a bit of experience building out those pipelines. We've got openings in the CJOC project for a data engineer, where they are literally building their pipelines from scratch, which is a great opportunity there. The data engineer for the Director Digital Navy team is going to be supporting similar aspects on their cloud data pipeline operations, so that's pretty exciting too. So
yeah, fantastic, man. So talk to everyone about how the squads really work and the difference between the entry level and the more experienced roles, because obviously there'll be probably a lot of people tuning in at the moment that don't have that background experience. Doesn't mean that there aren't roles for them, but there are also roles that we surround them with people with a bit of expertise. Yeah,
that's right. I mean, for instance, the CJOC team is a great example. For those who don't know, we're running the Canadian Joint Operations Command. We're working with them to support their data capability, and that team is full of guys, some data engineers with super valuable experience building out those pipelines, and then we're augmenting them with data analysts that came from zero tech experience, joined the platform, went through our data analytics pathway from data foundations right through to Power BI, and now they're supporting the data engineers in their efforts and then providing great analysis and insights to the client. So in that team, you've got experienced and working with inexperienced, but they're working together, and it's really bringing the whole team up. It's an awesome environment.
Yeah, awesome, man. So I think for anyone on the call, anyone listening in to the stream, what we're really looking for at the moment is if you know anyone who's got a bit of experience with data engineering, please send them our way. We're very keen to have a chat. And what it means for those that are studying data analytics as well is that when you come into a squad, we're not going to just have a squad of people that this is their first time in data. You're going to have some experts that you're going to surround yourself with, and that's really valuable in terms of your learning and your opportunities as well. And then the idea being that as we grow in Canada over time, some of those people that are coming in as data analysts, I had a call this morning with one of the team that's working on one of the projects with me, who is a data analyst at the moment. He came in directly off our program, graduated, and he's got ambitions to be a data engineer. So we're building him up over the next sort of 2 years to the point where getting him some of his certifications in Azure and things, so he can become a data engineer and then move on into one of those experienced roles in the squads and help mentor people below them. And in Australia, we've got a lot of those opportunities where we've had people that have come on board, grown their skills, and now they've moved into a squad leader type role because they've got that expertise that sits behind them.
Yeah, it's a great sort of natural flow, and we're really big on supporting the training and development of squad members as they join the team, so that they know that there's a path forward of things they can achieve and tick off in their career to really gain that that technical expertise.
Yeah, perfect, man.
All right, what's on the hot job radar for Luke Rix?
Hot job this week. You may remember that we were talking a couple of weeks ago about some jobs that I had going with the Canada Border Security Agency. Those that are defending the borders for Canada, and we were working on a robotic process automation project, which is still ongoing. It's going fantastic. We've got a couple of resources working on it at the moment and helping automate some of the processes that CBSA goes through. We've got another opportunity working with CBSA in their cyber team. So they're currently going through their cyber compliance. So they're basically updating and migrating a lot of things to Azure Cloud, and basically getting their security in order for the entire Border Security Agency. They need some help, and that's what with you and me veterans are jumping in to help them out. So what we're looking for that project is really 2 resources, probably more in that experience area as well, in any type of cybersecurity, whether that's analysts, so you're on the tools and understand the tools and how that's been built, but also anyone who's worked in governance, risk and compliance, any technical writing or that side of things. They're the types of people that we're looking for who have worked a little bit in cyber and can help us really work on that project to help that client with their migration.
Yeah, okay, that's great, man. I know with cyber security analysts, we talk about the different levels of an analyst. What level are you looking at?
Yeah, I'd probably say someone at least at that sort of tier 2 level.
Yep.
So a little bit of experience in it. They're probably more looking, to be honest, as well, even if you don't have cyber experience, but have worked in sort of cloud computing, have a bit of experience with Azure would be fantastic. That's really the level they're looking at the moment to try to get people that can help them on that journey and add value to them. And if you've got that experience, I'm keen to chat because we're building a team at the moment of people that can help contribute to it. We've got a pretty high-speed squad leader who's looking after it as well. It's got a fair bit of experience that you can learn from. So anyone who's got a bit of experience in the cyber space, I'm keen to have a chat because I reckon there's definitely some ways that we can help build that team with different skill sets.
Yeah, it's great, mate. I know I've also recently filled some cyber roles, and there's that teamwork you get with the cyber security analyst and then the systems administrator and the cloud administrators, and those two really work together to build that security sort of architecture around the cloud. It's good. It's a really good little system, and it sounds like the CVSA team will be doing great stuff.
Yeah, man, I think it's going to be a very exciting project.
Yeah, awesome. All right. What's next, mate?
Anything else from you today, man?
No, pretty good, man. We're all full steam ahead with our projects and just producing great value for the client. They're really happy with what's happening, mate, with CJOC and with Director Digital Navy. So it's exciting times.
Yeah, and I'd just say that we've got a pretty big pipeline of jobs that are coming through at the moment. So I'd encourage anyone where they're at the moment to jump onto the platform, register for the training. You might see when you jump on that we've actually updated the platform. So that's actually a pretty exciting transition at the moment. It's going to mean that it's going to be more access to the courses, better and more easily able to identify what's the best career pathway for yourself and jump onto that training. But the most exciting thing is that I know that a lot of people that have probably been on the platform already might have been getting some speed issues when they're going through some of their courses. A lot of that's been updated as well. So hopefully getting access faster and getting through the courses faster and getting job ready quicker.
That's it, mate. The platform looks excellent. I was playing with it yesterday. It's pretty exciting. It's some really high end development that's going on there, and it's gonna be an awesome experience for the veterans out there looking to upskill and train and find some work. So.
And love to hear any feedback if you got on a team. But as I said, jump on and join one of those pathways because we've got a lot of opportunities coming through. And where this is not a short-term thing that we've got things coming on now. We're talking about hot jobs that we got this week. But there's a lot of jobs coming down the line that you should put yourself forward for. Even if your transition timeline or the point where you're looking for a job might not be for months down the track. If you think about here in Australia, we've got 20-odd thousand veterans on the platform. Half of those would still be serving in the military. And they're just working with us to plan their transition. So when they jump out, they can jump into a job. And that's what we should be doing in Canada as well. And just because you're not looking for a job today doesn't mean you can't jump on the platform and start planning that transition.
Yeah, start planning that transition now and start your training so that when you are ready to make that transition, you're already job ready and can move straight out into a position that we have open.
Awesome, man. Hey, good week. And please, want to hear from some cyber people, engineers come Jono's way, and look forward to chatting. Thanks, team.